Hi, I'm a naturalist. My name's Ted, and I do not believe that we have souls, and I believe that brains do or cause consciousness. Consciousness is a function of the brain. We didn't exist before we were born because you don't exist until you are inseminated and the egg is fertilized and so on and so forth until you're born, and then that brain causes consciousness. And when you die, that brain stops causing that particular consciousness. You completely end. You no longer exist when you die. We don't have souls. This is what I believe. We don't have souls, and you do not, your consciousness doesn't go anywhere. You end. You completely end at death. You no longer exist. But because there will still be other conscious life forms still alive after you have died, and those brains will still be causing consciousness after you have died, then your end will be followed by one of those consciousnesses, because those will be the only experiences there are that exist. So imagine that here's a thought experiment. Imagine that there's just you and one other conscious being in the entire universe. Let's just say that you're light years away. You're in one galaxy and the other being is in a completely different galaxy. And then you cease to exist. And so the only conscious experience left in this thought experiment is the other conscious experience that didn't cease to exist. And so you can see why I say that after you die, that other consciousness comes after your death. So after you die, don't anticipate there being a black void. You'll end, but then because there are still going to be consciousnesses caused by other living beings, animals, humans, maybe aliens and other galaxies and stuff, there's still going to be people and animals alive on Earth, and those brains will be causing consciousness after you die. And so the only experience that could come after your death is one of those consciousnesses, because you'll be completely gone, and those consciousnesses won't be. They will still be going on. They will still be occurring in the same way that your consciousness is one that is occurring right now. So it isn't like you'll go into some kind of black void of nothingness after you die and experience blackness and silence after you die. That would imply that you still exist to experience that blackness. It implies a persistence of your consciousness going into this oblivion or darkness. To here, imagine you'll just see all blackness. That's what some people believe. It'll be all black. That would require you to perceive that blackness. So instead, imagine that you're completely gone. You no longer exist at all. And so the only consciousnesses that there are the ones that didn't cease or did not end. Those are the only experiences there still are, and therefore one of them must come after you have ceased to exist. And so this is what's called generic subjective continuity. A philosopher named Tom Clark of Naturalism.org coined the term generic subjective continuity in his essay Death, Nothingness, and Subjectivity. And that's what I've just told you about is what that is. And so I'll repeat it one more time. When you cease to exist, you'll be completely gone. But because there will still be animals and humans and other life forms that are still conscious, and those brains will be causing consciousness, because you'll be completely gone, only one of those consciousnesses that do exist can be what comes after you have ceased to exist. Thanks for watching, and please share this. This is very important. It can be yet another way of informing morality, because knowing that after you die, one of the consciousnesses that do exist will be what comes after you've ended, means that it gives us a very good reason to treat other consciousnesses with dignity.